Welcome to FluentFlow English. Welcome back to FluentFlow English. I'm Ryan, and with me, as always, is my amazing co-host, Emma.
Hey everyone! It feels so good to be back. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful messages in life. Never give up.
Yes, two simple words, but they carry the strength to change your life. Because at some point, every dreamer, every learner, every human being faces moments when giving up seems easier than going on.
We all do. Maybe it's when learning English feels too hard. Maybe it's when life keeps throwing challenges your way. But what makes people truly strong isn't that they never fall. It's that they always rise again.
Segment 1. The truth about struggle. You know, we often admire successful people, the athletes, the artists, the entrepreneurs, but we rarely see the nights they cried, the failures they faced, or the times they almost quit.
Exactly. Behind every success story, there's a story of someone who refused to give up when things got hard.
Let's be honest, life isn't a straight road. It's full of ups and downs, and sometimes it feels like every door is closing on you.
In those moments, it's easy to think, maybe I'm not meant for this. But the truth is, every setback hides a setup for growth.
Yes, think of your struggles as teachers. They don't show up to punish you, they show up to prepare you. Segment 2. The story of Thomas. Let me share a story. There was once a boy named Thomas who dreamed of becoming a scientist. He loved experimenting, but every time he tried, he failed. He was scolded by teachers, mocked by classmates, and even told he wasn't smart enough.
That sounds so familiar, like so many dreamers out there.
Exactly. But Thomas never gave up. He failed once, twice, 100 times, and yet each failure brought him closer to understanding what didn't work. And that boy was Thomas Edison, the man who invented the light bulb.
Wow. Imagine if he had quit after the 10th failure. The world might still be dark.
Exactly. When people asked Edison how he felt about failing 999 times, he said, "I didn't fail 999 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps."
That's the mindset we all need. To see failure as progress, not defeat.
Segment 3. The power of belief. Sometimes what keeps us moving isn't strength, it's belief. Belief that tomorrow can be better.
Yes, when you believe in yourself, even a small step forward feels like victory. But when you doubt yourself, even standing still feels heavy.
So ask yourself right now, do you believe you can do it? Do you believe you can improve, learn, and grow?
If your answer is, I'm not sure, that's okay. Belief doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's a quiet whisper that says, try one more time.
Exactly. And every time you listen to that whisper, you build resilience.
Segment 4. Learning English and never giving up. Let's talk about our English learners for a moment. Many of you listening right now are working hard to improve, and maybe you've thought, I'll never sound fluent, or I make too many mistakes.
We hear that a lot. But you know what? Mistakes are proof that you're trying, and trying means you're already ahead of those who quit.
Every fluent speaker you admire once struggled just like you. Every great communicator once stumbled over words.
It's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent, because consistency beats talent when talent refuses to practice.
Exactly. Fluency isn't a destination, it's a journey. And every word you learn, every sentence you speak, that's progress.
Segment 5. When you feel like quitting. Let's be real. There will be days when giving up feels easier. Days when nothing seems to work.
On those days, remember why you started. Remember the version of yourself who dreamed, who believed, who wanted more.
Yes. When you feel like quitting, talk to yourself like a friend. Say, I'm tired, but I'm not done.
Sometimes strength isn't about running fast. It's about taking one small step forward, even when it hurts.
That's the secret. It's not about how far you go in one day, it's about showing up again tomorrow.
Segment 6. The story of Sarah, the runner. Ryan, can I tell one of my favorite stories?
Of course.
It's about a woman named Sarah. She was training for a marathon, her first one. But halfway through, her legs began to hurt, and her mind screamed, "Stop!"
I can imagine that moment. The pain, the exhaustion.
Exactly. But then she remembered why she started running. Not to win, but to prove to herself that she could finish. So she slowed down. Step by step, she crossed that finish line. And when people asked how she did it, she said, "I decided that quitting wasn't an option." That's powerful. Because winning isn't always about being first, it's about not giving up. Segment 7. Failure is not final. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of success. Yes, every time you fail, you learn something new about life, about effort, about yourself. If you never failed, you'd never grow. You'd never discover how strong you really are. That's why you should never be ashamed of failing. Be ashamed only if you stop trying. Exactly. The most successful people in the world aren't the smartest. They're the ones who refused to quit. Segment 8. Turning pain into power. Sometimes life breaks you, not to destroy you, but to rebuild you stronger. Yes, pain has a strange way of shaping us into wiser, deeper versions of ourselves. When you're hurt, don't rush to escape the pain. Sit with it. Learn from it. Let it teach you patience, compassion, and strength. You see, the people who never give up aren't the ones who never cried. They're the ones who wiped their tears and kept walking. Segment 9. The power of support. You know, Ryan, I think another key to never giving up is having the right people around you. Absolutely. We all need voices that lift us when we can't lift ourselves. Yes, surround yourself with people who remind you of your strength, not your weakness. And if you don't have that right now, be that voice for yourself. Tell yourself, "I'm not giving up, no matter what." Segment 10. Keep the flame alive. Ryan, do you know what's beautiful about human beings? Even when everything falls apart, there's always a small flame of hope inside us. Yes, that little flame, that's your spirit. And your job is to protect it, feed it, and keep it burning. So if you're listening right now, and you're tired or disappointed, just know that the story isn't over yet. You're not behind. You're just in the middle of your comeback. Exactly. Every great story has a moment of struggle before victory. And yours will too. Segment 11. Practical steps to stay strong. Let's finish with something practical. 5 ways to keep going when you feel like giving up. Perfect. Let's go. 1. Remember your why. When you lose motivation, reconnect with your reason for starting. 2. Rest. Don't quit. Sometimes you don't need to stop. You just need to breathe. 3. Focus on progress, not perfection. Every small step counts. Celebrate them. 4. Surround yourself with positivity. Listen to inspiring podcasts, read good books, and protect your energy. 5. Speak kindly to yourself. Your inner voice can be your biggest enemy or your strongest ally. Segment 12. The closing message. As we close today's episode, remember, you're stronger than your struggles. Yes, no matter what's happening right now, keep moving forward. Even slow progress is still progress. Every morning you wake up and try again, you're already winning. And if no one has told you this today, we're proud of you, truly, because you chose to keep going even when it was hard. That's what champions do. They never give up. Thank you for joining us on FluentFlow English. If this episode inspired you, leave a comment. Tell us what keeps you moving when life gets tough. And don't forget to follow, share, and keep practicing English with heart. Keep learning, keep believing, and never give up.